Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to be talking about the craziness of Goddess of Victory Nikke, which came out for Weiss Schwarz English yesterday. And if you didn't see the craziness that happened with Gura, well, there you go. You can remember her with some cards. But before I begin, I want to tell you what this video is about. I'm going to talk about the card prices. I'm going to talk about sealed prices. And I'm going to tell you about pitfalls that you want to avoid when buying this product. And I know that there are a ton of new people that have joined this game because of Goddess of Victory Nikke. You wanted some of these cards, you want the art, they all look freaking lovely, but people want your money. And this is why I made this channel. This is what I've been talking about for years, telling people to watch out for that stuff because they will take advantage of you. And you have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm going to tell you today. Now, before I actually begin, I want to show you my contact information. And the reason for this is because some of this stuff may not make any sense to you. Some of you may want some help. You have questions, you have comments. Feel free to email me. I've been getting a bunch of emails. It may take a day or two to get back to you. And keep in mind, it is Easter weekend and I'm hosting 20 people tomorrow. So I have many things to do, but I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. If you go the route of buying through TCG Player, please use my affiliate link. It's down there in the description. I use the money I get from that in order to have giveaways where I give away TCG Player gift cards so that you can continue buying off of TCG Player. I think it's just a fun thing to do for the community that watches my videos. Now, going back over here, there are many, many cards in this set, and they look amazing. And as you can see, they are freaking expensive. If I scroll down this list, you just see the numbers on here. That is insane what I'm just even showing you. Like, you just think about these prices, like, wow, freaking crazy. And there's actually selling. That doesn't happen a lot with Weiss Schwarz. It's just one of those big things that this proves the fact that this is going to be the biggest set of the year. I can't imagine anything else coming out this year that is going to be as great as what you have unfolding in front of your eyes right now. People are missing out. Now, take a look at this. Goddess of Victory Nikke booster box is $66.15 plus $2.99 shipping. Look at this beautiful bar. I love this big, beautiful bar. It's nice and blue and tall. I mean, dang, it's amazing. 274 items sold. It says between or as of April 17th through the 19th. And you think about it, today's the 19th, and we got some sales already. People woke up, crack of dawn, and they're like, you know what? It's time to buy some Nikke because this is as good as it gets. But as I mentioned before on the other video, I said the prices would come down, and they definitely have because other sellers are able to put up their product. And you can see there's some people with a lot of booster boxes, and there's some people with some small amount of booster boxes. The cases over here, there's 24 inside of a case, 1387.83. And again, we got this big, beautiful bar right there, just amazing to look at. I mean, you know what people should do? Some sellers and Weiss Schwarz, they should just print that sucker out and put it on the wall and be like, we want it to look like this every set that we release. That's what it is. It's like that little motivational sentence that you put on the wall just to keep you going every day. There it is. Just put up that beautiful picture and you can see how many cases have sold. It's just insane. As of yesterday, this is yesterday. And why I say that is because if I just show you one of these other sets, let me just bring up another set for you. I don't need this window anymore. Rascal does not stream series booster box. Take a look at this. This one just died off. Look at that. There's not big, beautiful bars. There were in the beginning, but now it dropped off and it's like dead, completely dead. What I mean by that, April 18th, booster box sold. Before that, April 13th. And even then on April 13th, 3 boxes. Take a look at this. Nikke, just look at that. Wow, wow, wow. Holy crap. That is insane. Like I said, people woke up, want to buy this. The other one, they're still dreaming. They're not even thinking about this anymore. It must have been a nightmare. But you had this with Nikke, just amazing. But I want to tell you right now, inside of a sealed case, you are going to see normally one SSP. Here you go. This stuff. Freaking nice. I love that Naga. One SSP and 3 SPs. 3 SPs, which I don't have the window open. I must have closed it. So let me just go over here. you're gonna see 3 beautiful SPs. Yeah, there it is. Here you go. Yeah, yeah, look at all them. Isn't that crazy? I love the Naga so much. That is my favorite of the set. It's just amazing. Now, if I go back over here, there's something I need to tell you. There are issues that can happen inside of this case. And what I'm showing you this is from Boats Don't Sink. He does have a YouTube channel. It might not have been updated in a bit, but he does have some really nice videos if you want to check it out. But as you can see here on X, he opened 2 different cases, 40 different SPs in this set, by the way, and he got the exact same 3 SPs in it. So they do have issues. There's been times where people ended up getting 4 SPs when it was supposed to be 3, which meant someone opened their case and they only got 2 SPs. So accidents can happen, but normally what you will see again, 1 SSP and 3 SPs. Man, these things look so good. I mean, I can't wait to open mine. I literally can't wait because this looks freaking amazing. I think people that love Nikke, you are in for quite a treat. The other thing I need to tell you about is this, the very, very bad side of this. And that's because what I just told you was there are so many hits inside of a case, right? You're going to see the SSP, you're going to see the SP normally. Sometimes you will see an SEC plus. It's really rare. I know people are saying it's like 1 in 6 cases, 1 in 9 cases, something like that. No matter what, in the end, that just means that it's really freaking hard to get. And then also, you will see triple rare pluses as well. But you potentially will get it, you will not. I'm just going to say they're really hard to get. The triple rare plus, the SEC plus, and the prices do reflect it. All right. Now, going back over here, what does that mean? That means some people can take advantage of you. Remember, I showed you over here, there's 24 booster boxes in a case. Back then, this was a video from 3 years ago, just to demonstrate to people that have no idea about any of this stuff. I always bring this up. I didn't make a new one here for you. But what happens is inside of the case, that means if someone were to open it and get the SSP and get the SPs, they have a decision to make. Do they keep opening it and trying to find that SEC plus, or do they give up? Or the triple rare plus, or do they give up? What if they got the SEC plus right away? Isn't that crazy? And then, kept digging in to get the other 3. Well, what some people can do is they can go out here to TCG Player, they can go to eBay, they can go to Mercari and put up the remaining booster boxes. You get it? Once these are gone and no longer exist, that means there is nothing else in there except for a triple rare, SRs. Yeah, those are worth something. But is it worth opening it when the booster boxes are this high in price? You are left with the decision. Do I want to open it and just try to get those cards, which aren't worth as much, or just sell the whole booster box, be done with it, not have to worry about selling any cards? So some people will. And I'm not saying anybody on this list right here that I'm showing is doing that. Okay, I don't want to be sued. I'm not going to tell you that. What I am going to tell you is this, and this is what I've always said. Take a look at what else they're selling. Okay, if you go on one of these people, any of these people on this list, okay, any of them, and you take a look at what they are selling. Are they selling single cards? Do they have an SEC plus? Do they have 1 SSP and 3 SPs? Because that will tell you a lot about what potentially lies in these boxes. But again, I am not standing there. Maybe they had 2, 3, 4, 5 cases, and the ones they sell on TCG Player are actually live boxes. So what I've been talking about this whole time is in terms of booster boxes, dead boxes, dead. That's what nothing is. Nothing is dead. Okay. You need to watch out for that because you're trying to buy it. I know you're trying to get this. I know you're trying to get this or this or this. Any of these lovely freaking cards. And I don't want you to lose your money because people will take advantage of you and you do not know that. This is very important for you to understand. And like I said, if you have any questions about this and do not want to write it down below for whatever reason, feel free to email me. I will try to help you as best I can. Okay. Now, going over here, there are some wild card prices, as you can see, $10,000 on Modernia. Not to say that she's not worth it. I mean, you take a look at this card, you see beautiful art, you see signature on here, just amazing to hold in your hand. And the foiling on it, if you have not seen it, just super incredible. Is she worth $10,000 in some people's mind? Probably, yeah. In my mind, no. And why do I say that? Is because you have other options to check out these. And right here, this is Strictly Broken TCG. This is one of the places that I always use to take a look at the prices. And over here, they had it for sale for $2,000 and it is gone. And that is actually true because I was there when it first came up. I took pictures of everything for historical purposes, of course. And you can see all these different cards. They were all available. They weren't sold out at that time. By the way, if you're wondering, these were the first two cards to sell out first. Just a little bit of information there for you. It's very helpful. And it just shows you like who are going for what. And they sold out. There's another reason why it sold out because there wasn't a ton of these cards, as mentioned before. If you're able to pull this information, what you can see is the drop rates. You can figure out and confirm for yourself what it actually looks like. But now that we are on the part where this stuff has sold out, you can see very nicely how much these are going for. Right? This gives us a bunch of data that says this card should be worth this amount or more. Or maybe someone FOMO'd it and bought it too high, but at least gives you something because when you take a look at TCG player over here, what do you learn from here? Well, I mean, you learn that maybe these are too high or people just don't want these cards. You make the assumption there. And I'm gonna go with some of these are too high and people are waiting for it to shake out, especially this one. Yeah, that's a lot of money. But I will also say one other thing. Sometimes on this site, the prices are too high. As anything, right? They come out here, they put it out there. They don't know what the market's going to do. So just make sure if you come out here and buy that you are willing to buy it at that price. That you go before all this happened. This is why I always talk about a budget. When you look at the cards, and I have a video that shows you all the cards in the Japanese side, take a look at the card and be like, how much do I want to buy that for? Right? Like let's say you wanted to buy this Naga. I love Naga. I'm gonna bring up if you let's say you wanted to buy this card. And you're like, you know what? I look at my budget, I look at this card, and I'm like, I'm willing to pay $199.99, which gives you free shipping, by the way. $199.99. And you're like, okay, I'll buy it for there. And then bam, great. If I said I wanted to buy for 150, you just wait a little bit. Maybe you find it on TCG player for lower because people are going to be putting up these cards. There are a lot of people on here that got in the Nikkei and they're new to Weiss Schwarz. They're new sellers, right? There's new buyers. Everybody's trying to figure out the price because you don't want to, like, let's say this actually does go for $10,000, right? Like, when you think about Strictly Broken selling it for $2,000, man, it's not a loss because they probably still made money, but at the same time, they could have had more profit there. Everybody's trying to feel this out because we don't know how excited everybody is to get these cards in their hands or what they're really wanting to pay for it. There is another option. You could take a look at UUT JP. This is one of the places I take a look at for the Japanese side. If you saw the videos, go back in time and see my older videos of Nikkei. You could see I use this website, and this gives you not the exact price it's going to be in English, just because, as we know, markets are different. People love IPs differently. There's this whole conversion rate, but at least gives you an idea about what cards are going to be worth if they sell out or anything like that. Right? Or potentially some of these card prices are way too high, and I will tell you, there are a lot of them. So just watch out for that. Okay. Now going over here, SSP, one per case normally, and I freaking love these. Oh my god. I just see these cards and I'm like, dang, dang. All the Nikkei people, you got so lucky, especially with Union Arena coming out too. If you don't want these cards, you got Union Arena. You have so many options. This Naga card, one of my favorites of the actual set. This one too of Tia. Yeah, I love these both. Those are my two favorite from this entire set. You look at the SPs, I cannot tell you enough about how insanely expensive this are. And you can see right here, this is one of the perfect examples. You have two of these cards right here, three of them. Wow, 400, 300, 300. And this is where I also tell you about some people buy way, way too early. Okay, you have to really know what you're wanting to pay for these, because yeah, this person paid $400 on April 16th. You waited 2 days for the release, and it's $300. Okay, I know people are really excited now. It's 999 and 99 cents, and that's just because there's not a huge supply of this just yet. But of course, with what we see with booster boxes and booster box cases selling, they will show up eventually. But you need to make your choice now, how much you're willing to pay for this. But not everything is expensive. You can see some of these down here, we're in the 70s. Some of these prices are messed up too. Like, what is this? I think it says $1. Yeah, that was not an SP. There's no way that was an SP. So people are putting cards in the wrong places. It's just actually insane. But not all these cards are worth a ton. So we just have to wait for the market to shake out. And what I mean by that is you take a look at some of these SPs. There they are on the Japanese side. So remember, this is in yen and not in dollars, but right here, 29.80, but it's sold out. Okay, there's another one, 89.80, 39.80, 34.80. Not every one of these cards are just going to be something that people want. Just keep that in mind. Triple Rare Plus. Yes, yes, just exciting how far. I look at these prices, I'm like, man, people are really shooting for the moon. But yeah, it just takes one person to come along, like that SP over there, like this new world, and just be like, okay, let me just buy it for that price. You can wait for deals to come down, or the cards prices to come down. You will find some deals on this. Yeah, wow, just SRs. It's been some time since I've seen a set carry this much weight in the pricing up front. Yeah, that's what big butts will do for you. That's what people keep saying. But no, I mean, without the big butts, big thighs, big chest area, I think the set would still have done well because people really love this game. I mean, that is definitely one of the appeals, but there are some cards that don't have that kind of stuff that are doing really well. So I know I'm just breezing through this, but there's really not much to say. I mean, this is just an incredible set. And at this point, just amazing that some of these card prices, this is a double rare base rarity card. Look at this, 55 of them. Isn't that crazy? 9, 6. And people, they haven't. I can't believe people bought this for $11. See this? With how many are being opened and all that? Just $11. Insane. Insane. I know there's only two sales. Two sales. Literally two cards have sold. So you can tell where the interest lies. The interest lies on the higher rarity. And eventually there are going to be people that want to buy this to actually play the game. They bought play sets earlier and they're going to buy some off of here, but the prices will come down. They have to. People want to sell it, they're going to have to. Here's your rares, here's your uncommons, commons. And then the one other thing, talking about big butts, we got some PR cards. This is the one I compared to Union Arena. Union Arena covered up the backside with a giant box. But over here, Weiss Schwarz, they're like, we're not gonna do that whatsoever. You're gonna see it all. You're gonna see it all. There it is. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you want any of these cards, you could potentially wait for them to come down. You can see some of them aren't as expensive. I mean, why not Soda, huh? Why not Soda? I think she looks great too. But going back over here, let's see, trial deck. So trial deck is very interesting to me because you have a bunch of these cards. Some people bought it for. Some people bought a lot of them. Geez, what the heck? Somebody bought 11. Someone bought 8. I will say this. I didn't talk about the trial deck yet. But if you want to just like one of each card, you might as well pick up the trial deck. This is it, this may come down. There's people that have already opened the trial deck and taken out the shiny stuff. But if you just wanted to play the game, if you just wanted to have some of the art, you can't just buy a trial deck. And that way you can play the game. You can play the game with somebody. Or here, I just scroll down. I just had to go scroll down. $15. Open trial deck only, no packaging. No, I want the packaging. No SP, no triple rare. I want the packaging. I wouldn't buy this one, but there's other people on Facebook that are selling it for less. Like I've seen some people selling it for 5. I've seen some people selling it for 10. So make sure not to just go on TCG Player, but go on the different places and try to find these because you will find some deals, okay? Just Just don't waste your money. I hate when people waste their money. It's just very frustrating to me. It's because they don't value money as much or they don't know how to shop. But that's why you got me here. Yeah, I'm here to help you. Feel free to use me. Okay. I want you to do that because this is one of those ones where you can easily lose your butt buying expensive cards or booster boxes that don't have anything in it, or trial decks to be exact. Trial deck is the same way. Trial deck right here, same idea. There's only 2 SPs, I believe, inside of a trial deck case. A trial deck case has 48 of it in there. So make sure before you do something crazy like buy it, just think this all through. And if you have questions, feel free to write me. I am here to help you. Yes, you. Why am I going to do that? Because I like helping people. That's why I made this channel to begin with. That's what I'm here to do, is to help you all out. So make sure you come in with a game plan if you have not, and figure out what cards you want to buy, how much sealed you want, and don't break your budget. That is very important to me. Okay? Why? I don't know. It's your money, but I just want you to not lose your money. That's great. There's so many things that you could spend your money on, and I've said this over and over again. One of the biggest things you could spend your money on is your family and friends. Take them out for a nice meal. Enjoy Easter with them if you celebrate Easter. If you don't, just take them out to lunch or make them something. I think they'll appreciate that nonetheless. I think that's an awesome thing to do. Instead of buying, an overpriced booster box with nothing inside of it because the person already took all the good stuff from the case and you just don't know it. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. If that confuses you again, let me know. I will attempt to help you. And these old videos that I have about this stuff, I don't like them. I can't watch it because of the sound, and I need to redo them. So at some point I will do that. But in the meantime, as always, have fun, be happy, and don't spend anything outside of your budget. My God, these cards are freaking amazing. I can't wait to open some. I really can't. I really hope I get this card. Or I guess I'm gonna have to buy it. But who freaking knows at this point? We will see when we get there. Have a good one. Bye.